Hey kids, welcome to Storytime with Miss Megan, and happy St. Patrick's Day. I figured today I'd start you off with an Irish toast. May your blessings outnumber the shamrocks that grow, and may trouble avoid you wherever you go. St. Patrick's Day is celebrated annually on March 17th, and I figured that since today is March 17th, we should learn a little bit about this holiday. So who was St. Patrick? Here's a fun little painting of him. But St. Patrick is the beloved patron saint of Ireland. The Irish are famous for spinning exaggerated tales, so despite the infamous stories traditionally attributed to St. Patrick, quite little is actually known about his life. We do know that St. Patrick was born in Britain, and that at the age of 16 he was captured by Irish raiders who attacked his family's estate. He was then transported to Ireland, where he was held captive for 6 years, living a solitary, lonely life as a shepherd. It was then that he became a devout Christian, embracing his religion for solace, or for comfort. From his writing, we know that a voice, which he believed to be that of God, spoke to him in a dream, urging him to leave Ireland. And he did. He walked nearly 200 miles, and he escaped to Britain and undertook religious training. After 15 years of study, Patrick was ordained as a priest and sent to Ireland. His mission was to convert the Irish, people who were predominantly pagans, to Christianity. Because Patrick was familiar with the Irish language and culture from his years of captivity, he chose to incorporate Irish ritual and symbols into his teachings, rather than to eradicate Irish beliefs. Thus was born the Celtic cross. Patrick superimposed the sun, a powerful Irish symbol, into the traditional Christian cross, so that the result would be seen more natural to the Irish. You see how in the center it has a big ring around it? That's supposed to be the sun, connecting with all 4 points of the cross. Now, why do we celebrate St. Patrick's Day? Believe it or not, the first St. Patrick's Day parade was held in New York City on March 17, 1762. Irish Americans were not the first, however, to celebrate the Feast of St. Patrick. Irish families have traditionally celebrated the Feast of St. Patrick as a religious holiday for thousands of years. A great pause during the Christian season of Lent, when prohibitions were lifted for 1 day of dancing, drinking, and feasting on meat. So, some fun facts about St. Patrick's Day. The first actual celebration for St. Patrick's Day was held in Boston in 1737, which was still years before the first actual St. Patrick's Day parade. And shamrocks are the national flower or emblem of Ireland. But, little did people know, the color of St. Patrick's Day was originally blue. Wearing green has become a staple of St. Patrick's Day, but the holiday was originally associated with the color blue. It's thought that the shift to green happened because of Ireland's nickname, the Emerald Isle, the green in the Irish flag, and the shamrock, or clover. Green ribbons and shamrocks were worn as early as the 17th century. Legend says that each leaf of the clover has a meaning: hope, faith, love, and luck, for a 4-leaf clover. 1962 marked the first time that Chicago dyed their river green for St. Patrick's Day. And now it's a yearly tradition to dye the river green. And according to the U.S. Census, there are 34.7 million U.S. residents with Irish ancestry. This number is more than 7 times the population of Ireland itself. Your odds of finding a 4-leaf clover are about 1 in 10,000. So, out of every 10,000 3-leaf clovers, you're only going to find about 1 that's a 4-leaf clover. That's why they're lucky. The world's shortest St. Patrick's Day parade is held in an Irish village. It lasts only 100 yards between the village's 2 pubs, or bars. But, fun fact, St. Patrick never got canonized by a pope, which means he was never actually turned into a saint. So, having him be the patron saint of Ireland is somewhat questionable. So, there is a little history about the day that we celebrate on March 17th every single year. So I hope you're having a wonderful St. Patrick's Day, and don't forget to wear your green. Have a nice day, guys.